Good morning, everyone. This is Sun Kim's Daily Global Briefing on 3rd April. And now all major three indices rebound. Dow Jones Index recovered the 21K lines, but still it is not stable. All three indices can be dropped again. Yes. And still the market is unstable because of the oil price. Today I'd like to tell you about this matter on Friday meeting with the Donald Trump and the oil majors. First, we'd like to check the three major indices. Number one, Dow Jones Index. Dow Jones rebound and it holds the 21K line. So it closed 21,413.44 points. It jumped up to 2.24% and it increased 469.93. Okay, next, this is Nasdaq and 77,487.31. It closed and it jumped up to 1.72%. But it looks like it's gonna bound up to the 7,500 lines, but I doubt that because of the low oil prices, so we gotta be careful about that. Okay, finally, S&P 500 index. S&P 500 closed with 2,526.90 point. It jumped up to 2.28% and 56.40 points increased, but we have to hold the breath because of the low oil price. Now we will see what happens in the news. Okay, now I'd like to speak up four newses, two from Bloomberg and two from Wall Street Journal. Number one, I'd like to speak up with the Bloomberg, and the number one, mortgage defaults could pile up at pace that dwarfs 2008. Mortgage default is expected to raise skyrocketing numbers because of unemployment caused by COVID-19. The unemployed seems to exceed more than 10 million persons in United States now. Maybe it'll be expected, yes, maybe more. And the lenders who has federally backed mortgage can request for the skip of paying loans as many as 180 days at a time without penalty or any damage to your credit score. But it is not the payment holiday, and they have to make it all up. According to the Moody's analyst, approximately 15 million households will be applied this policy. And next, the Trump's push for a huge deal to cut oil supply draws disbelief. Just one tweet drives more than 35% surge in crude, but the effect is not last that long. In the tweet of Trump, Saudi will cut 10 million barrels a day and expected 15 million barrels a day maximum. My opinion is that Trump is trying to get a head start for the meetings in Friday with oil companies, especially with the oil majors. The problem, however, is that the Saudi is always not satisfied with the deep cut deal with Russia for the last several years. So it is impossible to reach the deal unless there is a concession of the Russia in big pouch, a big portion. And next, this is the Wall Street Journal, and I have two news. Number one, crude lifts more than 20% on hopes price war will end. Well, I don't know whether there is a hope or not, but it said there is hope. The crude lifts up to 35% after the tweet of Trump and then fall again after the denial of Russia. The price recovered when Saudi mentioned the possibility of oil output cut and closed more than 20% surge. ExxonMobil surged 7.6% and 11% for Chevron in stock value. All the need for the oil market is the recovery of demand and new demand from the national economy, not the oil cut deal between the Saudi Arabia and the Russia. So it is really important that we have to check how the oil output deal is concluded between two countries or Mr. Trump and the oil majors. And the next is the news from the CDC that U.S. is expected to recommend cloth face masks for Americans in coronavirus hotspots. So CDC expected to recommend cloth face masks for Americans in coronavirus. And some medical experts said that cloth masks cannot protect the COVID-19 completely, but this recommendation is to supply enough medical masks to the medical staffs. So consequently, the U.S. government emphasized the social distancing and recommends untacting other people to the American citizens. So this will subside the consumer activities and related indices much further, and I think the consumers index will drop much more than we expected then. Okay, now we will see the market forecast, and in two parts. Number one, U.S. stock, and number two, the futures. And number one, U.S. stocks. As you see, the Dow Jones Index recovers 21K line and may drop again since the result of oil company meeting in Friday. So we also keep an eye on the deal between Saudi Arabia and Russia, and the oil cut deal's result will decide whether the stock and the crude goes up or not. I recommend you to focus on the untaxed related stocks, focusing on the daily commodities, which covers the basic consumption of the economy. But you have to know that increased market volatility because of the COVID-19 will shake the market again this Friday. So you have to be very careful about it. Okay, next is the futures. So WTI can fell below US dollar 22 lines again because of the unclear result of the Russia and Saudi Arabia oil output cut dealing. And also there is another meetings on Friday with the Donald Trump and the oil majors, and then they will fight each other for the long debate. So it will influence the Friday and next Monday. Not only the Friday, until next Monday, it will shake the market then. So I recommend you not to jump into the high-risk derivatives such as inverse or leverage commodities on Friday, and better to get in there on next Monday after we get the result of the Friday meeting and oil cut deal. Hopefully, I think that the oil cut deal between Saudi Arabia and Russia will be closed maybe this weekend, so we gotta be check on the news. Okay, finally, today's focus. Oil companies meeting with Trump can erupt an event in the stock and oil market. So I repeatedly emphasize you you should keep eyes on the result of Friday meeting. Yeah. The main point of the Friday meeting is whether the oil majors win the government invasion or the President Trump makes some kind of agreement with oil companies with negotiation for cutting oil. So most important part is the recovery of the demand in the creation of the new demand. So COVID-19 suppresses service industries and all consumer activities, but this can be overcome in short time. The real issue is how to recover the economy it used to be, and additionally, we should check the companies how to create those ways. And we desperately need some kind of surplus demand. The additional demand that can boost up and recover the economy again. So we have to check the companies like this, from the startup or any big companies, whatever, it doesn't matter. But the problem is that this coronavirus will suppress the whole April. So we gotta be careful about this time. Thank you for the briefing today, and have a good weekend, and have a good successful investing, and God bless you. Thank you.